It's been crazy. It seems to be getting a little crazier before the dust settles, so to speak. And I'm noticing a few things. Ego is running rampant. Those whose egos are running rampant have no idea that this is happening. And it's because they are being run by their ego. And today we're going to talk about the differences of being run by ego and being run by the heart. Click. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Clarity Couture. My name is Lindsay, and I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you taking the time to share this space with me. And real quick, if you don't mind, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that like button. It does a world of good for the little accounts like me. So I want to talk about ego and what that devilish little guy does. Ego, back in the day, protected us, kept us safe, kind of let us know when we were reaching the end. Ego was kind of like the bumpers when you would go bowling, and they'd put those little bumpers there, so no matter what way you threw your ball, even if it bumped the bumper, was going to most likely hit at least one or two of those pins down. Ego is the bumper from your bowling ball, which is you, and experiencing that amazing alignment of life. The bumper will protect you from your ball going into the gutter, but it won't ever actually allow you to hit that perfect 10 all on your own. It's like training wheels that become detrimental. It would be like riding a bike and choosing to wear and keep the training wheels and only ever being able to go so fast. That's actually a better analogy because, the ball is still going to get to the end. May not be controlled, but it doesn't matter because the ego's there. That's kind of the perfect analogy shift for the energy we were in and the energy that we're coming into and that we're in now, which is the bowling ball, right? You're the bowling ball. Your ego was the blocker. The cushions, I'm not really sure what the right terminology is, but it was the cushion between kind of the outside world for the bowling ball, and that was cool. It was cushioned, it kept you safe, it got you to your pins. With this new energy, with everything that's happening, there's a requirement to actually allow yourself to apply the bicycle analogy, which is what happens when you're riding a bike and you're trying to ride it faster than the training wheels will go. And I'm seeing so many different analogies for this. I'm being shown so many different analogies. Another one could be Forrest Gump when he is running and he has his braces on and she's screaming, "Run, Forrest, run!" And he's running and he's running and he's running, and finally he bursts out of those braces and those braces bust off and he's just fast as hell because he's trying not to get beat up. That is what, it's so crazy because this is coming to me as I'm explaining it to you. I channel a little bit too, which I know is kind of weird for some people, so sometimes the information will come in and help me along, and that's kind of what's going on. So there's kind of like three pathways that I'm being shown, and the bowling ball with the bumpers was the old paradigm, like before our world fully started breaking down. So safely, like 5 years ago, 5, 6, 10 years ago, 10 years ago for sure, safely 10 years ago, to now where it's like riding your bike, you can't get to full speed because those fucking stupid little training wheels are screwed on really tight and you can't get them off. And now the energy that we're coming into is Forrest Gump running, and no matter what those braces do, they're going to end up coming off because this centrifugal force of him running. So if you were to apply those analogies to yourself and you look at it as right now, we're in the bicycle mode, right? Where we're riding and we're riding and we're riding and we're riding and everyone's riding, but they can't quite get any speed. What's going to come after is our braces are going to burst off of our legs and we are going to become the fastest men in the world. There you go, guys. That's the video today. She's back with the analogies. No, but really, that is probably the best way to explain that. Just in that those three analogies are the perfect analogies to describe past, present, and future energy. So I was actually talking about that in regards to ego and how ego will keep you from coming into your full power. But part of what we're going through right now as a collective is like a large ego death. And all of us as individuals are also, well, a lot of us have gone through ego deaths, and it's something that happens quite regularly and you need it to grow and it's okay. But a lot of us who would be considered awakened or aware, whatever fucking word you want to call, more consciously connected, we're not really going to have that level. We deal with other stuff. Currently, there are a lot of people fighting this ego death on an individual level. And if you fight it on an individual level, the collective actually is held back a little bit because we are all connected, and that gets confusing for a lot of people. I'm gonna kind of keep it moving on one thing right now to say that there is a significant difference in the behaviors that I'm seeing from some people, and from others there isn't really a difference. There's just an even more of a digging in, a denial of a necessity to acclimate to these new energies. And I wouldn't say that it's triggering me so much as it's just like, all I want to say to anyone that's like that, that's coming to me, that isn't fully ready to step into that divinity, is just like, why? Like, don't waste my time. Those that are in my vicinity are aligned to be there. And if you actively have people in your life that are consciously awake and consciously connecting and focusing to things so that they can control what it is that they take in from the world every day, and that isn't being allowed for them by you, there needs to be a swift shift. Mainly because there's an energy that's attached to that, and I'm fairly sure the way they say and the way we know that love and money is just an energy, so is whatever the fuck is going around. And that is applicable to anything. You can apply that to literally anything. So there's a necessity to understand the difference between being run by ego and running the ego, utilizing it, realizing that it can come in handy if you know how to utilize it. A lot of people think, oh, well, I'm in charge and my ego doesn't run me. That's literally your ego telling you that you're in charge so that you'll let your ego continue running your life. I had a conversation with someone today, and it had me in tears. I'm passionate, and I know I'm passionate, but I did not realize the level of passion that I feel for those who are the literal underdogs through all of this. Yes, we're all affected. Some more than others, many less than a lot of others. And the thing that makes it hard for me is that I have people in my life that are coming to me and trying to give me the world, and I don't want the world from them. And that isn't me being mean or picky or anything like that. It's, I create my world, so you couldn't possibly give it to me. You don't know what it is that I'm creating currently. You have to be in my mind. And so that dynamic, that paradigm has never really, I'm not going to say never, but it hasn't applied in quite some time. And looking back at the conditions that I was told to believe, it's not surprising as to why that was something I believed in. But now I see it as, this world is created by me, and what's happening now is a collective creation. We're visual beings. We create based on the visuals that we see and the way we feel when we visualize these things. I literally just found a movie on Amazon Prime called Flu, and it says a man-made virus was let out into a city and it wreaked havoc, and no one could be let in or out. Like, basically everything that we're dealing with in the world right now, it was on a movie, and that was something that popped up on Amazon Prime, and it was like made in 2013. Obviously the algorithm is going to bring it up, but it's just like, too soon, Amazon. Collectively, when you have people that have watched movies like that it has turned into its own genre, like Armageddon movies basically have its own genre, and we have millions of people on this world. If you have millions of people watching these movies about the world ending all these different ways, you've put into millions of source creators' minds how to manipulate their reality to create what they've just watched. And people like to argue about this, but how many times have you seen a girlfriend or a friend watch a movie or a TV show where there was consistent violence or consistent abuse or consistent cheating, and then that played out in their real life. We are visual beings. With that being said, because the way the world is the way it is, many people are being run by ego. And being run by ego looks like, here, give this man some toilet paper because you have 24 rolls and he literally has nothing to his name. And your retort is, why? When you're in charge of your ego, the why is replaced with because I fucking can. Who gives a fuck why? Because this human needs my help and I, human, have the ability to help them. That's fucking why. Because I fucking can. Because it's the right thing to do. Because that is a fellow human of mine that is going through it. And I've been there. I've been there. I may not be exactly there, but I've been there. And it doesn't feel good. And no one should feel that way. That is taking power from ego and in turn making ego do for you what it would normally try to make you do for it. Being run by ego has you questioning why you should be a good person. Being run by ego has you asking, what will this get for me when there is an obvious need to pay it forward? We need to get out of this paradigm of, I'm not going to help them unless they help me. I'm not going to help them unless I've seen them be good people. I'm not going to be nice or civil with them unless they're nice and civil with me. You get what you give. You know, funny thing, somebody said that to me in Vegas in January. And I remember looking at this person and being like, if you only understood how true that is, you would not publicly bitch about every girl that's done you wrong on your Instagram. That's all I'm gonna say about that, bro. If you truly understood that you get what you give, you would stop giving what it is you're getting, and you wouldn't be getting it. And that is a perfect example of someone who's being run by ego. That person's run by ego. And you could give a fuck if they see this, because they have a lot of greatness that they could offer the world, but they choose to sit in their home and watch others suffer and post out on social media. Very cowardly, I'd like to add, because I'm pretty sure none of y'all are walking through the streets with some fucking toilet paper on the sides of you. Like girls that are TikToking, shaking their ass with hella toilet paper behind them. Wow, I've lost respect for you guys. I've really lost respect for a lot of people. Not that my respect matters. It shouldn't anyways. Just the fact that I'm seeing this, I'm really reeling in the people that will ever get near me again. And it's because so many of you are terrified. And instead of voicing that you're scared and coming together with other humans, you're making a fucking fool of yourself. And you're being run by your ego. Post picture. Post a TikTok, post an Instagram, do a boomerang, post Facebook, get more likes, get more fucking shares, get more outside of you. Don't go within. Whatever you do, don't go within. Here's an idea. Why don't y'all start calling your ego the government and question everything it tells you? No, really. No, really. Your ego is the government. Your heart, Switzerland. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. That one should hit home for a couple of you, at least, because I'm sure that more than a few of you are happy to point the finger at everyone outside of you, but it takes more than one person to spread a virus. None of us are perfect. Stop fucking pointing fingers and just be better. Stop trying to figure out where it went wrong. You've got a problem? Cool. Now you get to find the solution. There is no necessity to step into ego and be a terrible person right now. And I'm seeing so many of you who are not these people becoming these people because you're letting your ego and fear run you. And I'm not impressed. And this isn't to be, talking down on anyone. It's just this is who I am. I am the voice that will speak up when others seem to step on eggshells because they don't want to lose clients. Fuck that. I don't want a client that's a bad human. Straight up. I can't work with that. I can't work with somebody who won't help somebody else. I really cannot. The clients I don't accept, those who will not help another person through this. That's what I don't accept. So if I were to say this and somebody to come here and go, well, I would never pay her, I would never take your money. What did you do to get it? Straight up. Who'd you fuck over to get it? If this truth and these words truly ring so much aggression to you, that it triggers you on that level, that that's your retort, I wouldn't take your money. You wouldn't be able to pay me. I would turn you down. And then you would want to pay me, because I don't think anyone in this world at this point, the 1%, and I'm not talking about the 1% that has the money, the 1% that genuinely isn't here for the fucking money, that's here to help the collective, that 1% would tell you to go fuck yourself. Get screwed. Get bent. Bye. Are you kidding me? This is the time to activate your higher self, the highest version of who you are. You want to be everything that you're seeing and looking at and talking about, but you won't embody it. You'd rather feel safe in your ego. It's easier for me to step into ego and spew negativity or just foolishness. Like, y'all, if you were over the age of 20 and you were fucking taking pictures and videos of toilet paper, get out. Go. I don't have time for you right now. I don't. Come back in a week after you've thought about what you've done. I don't even want to talk to you. Straight up. And these words need to be said because you guys aren't weak. Look at what we're going through right now as an entire community. So when we have the chance to step up and be something better for someone else who may not have that, that is our divine right and our divine duty to do. If you want to step into divinity, your divine mission is to help everyone step in their divinity with you. And if you were doing anything else beyond that, you're not in your soul mission and you're not in your divinity. I said what I said. I stand by that. So today's affirmation is, I am the authority over my ego. I am the authority over my ego. I am the authority over my ego. And remember that you are always the authority over your ego. Your ego is sneaky. It's like a child that really, really wants that last fucking piece of cake, and it will tell you anything to get that last piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally anything. The house is on fire right now, Mom. I need to eat that piece of cake. Like, flames bursting around me. Just let me have the cake if I'm gonna die. That's the ego. And right now, you need to be Forrest Gump, and you need to run through until those braces break off. Alright, guys. Remember that your body is a vehicle for your soul, so drive yourselves well. Also, if you like the video, click like, and if you want to subscribe, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Namaste. Really quick before I take off, I forgot to mention to you guys, I'm actually doing some market research calls. I'm looking for 10 very, very special humans who are in a place of their life where you are ready to take control of yourself, your everyday. You want that radical change. You have no idea where to even look. You don't know what it is that you're missing. All you know is you've tried everything. You work so hard. You're not seeing the fruition. You want to break through those walls and finally heal what it is that is going on with you so that you can fully move in to your power. If this sounds like something that you'd like to do, please, please, please drop a comment below with the word me, or just send me an email at claritycouturecontact@protonmail.com, or you can just go straight to claritycouture.com and click on the Find Clarity button and fill out that form for me. Let me know that you're interested in the market research call, and I will schedule the call, and then I will call you, and we will get everything situated for you guys. Alright, it was so great seeing you guys today, and I hope that you drive yourselves well. Namaste, guys.